Here's a good, very, very good trade. And when we look at this as a program trade, one of the things you'll be able to recognize almost immediately is this higher high print here. Well, as soon as I see that higher high print, I'm able to analyze what's happening at that stage. And it's a significant higher high. It's not like one tick above. It's a significant higher high. So that makes life easier for me. It's a cleaner, easier storyline for me to interpret. Now, obviously, with that higher high tick, the basic idea is if the price is not making a higher high, then there is a possible stock sell program kicking off in the background. So when I look at a stock sell program, I'm trying to find evidence that one existed in the first place. And I might check volumes. And if I look in the background during that higher high, I can see there's quite a lot of heavy selling coming in during that period. So it looks as if there was a sell coming in from this candle. And that reference to the background is very, very important so that you've actually got something to lean against when you get that higher high, because the idea is that that is a stock sell program, a stock sell program. And the idea is then to sell into that stock sell and try and take the market down. Well, if you scalped into that, you were scalping 361s, it traded 340s, you just made $500, or sorry, 500 euros, and it took you 2 minutes to make 500 euros on that short sell. That's a good stop. That's a good sell program, isn't it? It's a very good sell program. And there was a couple of confirmations that you got along the way, but it's about comparing peak with peak and trough with trough. So the way you practice that is very simply, you start out with simply the peaks and the troughs. And the idea is you've got to be able to identify what's higher and what's lower. Yeah? The idea is you've got to be able to say, well, that's lower, significantly lower. And the idea is you've got to be able to say, well, that is significantly higher. So when you see that significantly lower and significantly higher, now you've got a chance to do an analysis. Significantly higher. So when I know that that's significantly higher, now I've got a chance to do an analysis. Significantly higher, right? So it went significantly higher again there. But obviously it's chopped the significant high off that trade at that stage, because you're obviously at that stage you're wanting to try and recognize what's going on. That's just made a significant lower low. So you just keep watching it, you just keep analyzing it. There's a new low right there. You just keep watching it, you just keep analyzing it. But you've got to get into the habit of just doing the analysis. Significant low break again there. This is a 5-second chart, by the way, guys, a 5-second chart. So there's a new significant low right there. New significant high right there. And that's all you do in the first exercise, Sebastian. You're not even trying to interpret these trades. You're not even trying to interpret these trades. What you're trying to do is you're trying to just recognize that you're able to spot what a higher high and a lower low is in real time. Why is that useful? Because being able to recognize what a higher high is and a lower low is, you're able to then look at whether the price is agreeing. And if the price isn't agreeing, then you've just found the possibility of a sell program. Now, a sell program should have history. A sell program is one of those things that's quite cumbersome to do. That's why most buy and sell programs are in the futures markets, because a sell program should have some sort of history. And we should see that history in the terms of what's been happening just prior to what's going on here. So, for example, if I think there's a sell program coming into the stocks, I should see some selling in the futures prior to that sell program. I should see some evidence of stock selling in the futures markets prior to those sell programs developing, because sell programs take time to build. They don't happen inside of a fraction of a second. In most cases, they take a little bit of time because you're obviously trying to get filled on perhaps 20 or 30 different stocks, sometimes perhaps 100 different stocks you're waiting on fills. And sometimes that takes a few seconds. It takes possibly even a few minutes sometimes to even get filled. But you get the basic idea. This is why we try and find a little bit of history to these. So there's more to it than simply divergence. But we'll obviously cover this in classroom this afternoon as far as stock buy and sell programs.